Good afternoon. The court will take up the next case on the court's docket, C210033 ADP. This is in the interest of a child. The case is set for a hearing on a petition for adoption filed by the petitioners, and I believe they are present along with their attorney of record, Jody Foley. The attorney and guardian ad litem for the children in the underlying Child Protective Services case out of Winkler County is Mike Holmes, and I believe Mr. Holmes is participating in the hearing today. And I also show on my screen a Shelby Wicker, who I don't believe she's connected quite yet. Let me see if I can help her with that. Thank you. Let's see, Missy Ward, I believe, is here on behalf of the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. And I believe the child that is the subject of the adoption petition is also present. All right, Ms. Foley and Ms. Foley and Mr. Holmes, if y'all are ready, we can proceed.
I'm ready, Your Honor.
I'm ready, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Foley.
Before we actually start, do you mind if I just a second? Just want to hear it.
I'm sorry. Mr. Foley, I'm not sure if that who was speaking on that one.
I'm not sure either, Your Honor. Is that
Mine's on me.
Is that y'all?
And I told her what I was doing. I said, I'm not ignoring you.
Yeah. Is this Wicker?
Oh shit. You just called my name.
Sure.
Hello.
All right, we're ready to proceed, Mr. Foley.
Okay. And Your Honor, before I call my first witnesses, I would ask the court to take judicial notice of the file to include all the necessary,
I'm not going to testify.
specifically the affidavit regarding interstate contact and placement of children, the health, social, education, and genetic history report, the adoption readiness report, the criminal history on file for both of my clients, the waiver and consent by the department as managing conservator. And I know Mr. Holmes is with us in person, but also he assigned his consent as the attorney and guardian ad litem. And then, of course, the underlying suit of termination out of Winkler County, Texas.
All right, thank you. Mr. Holmes, any objection in court taking judicial notice as requested?
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. The court will then, hearing no objection, take judicial notice as requested by Mr. Foley and the documents and records referenced. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll be calling both Mr. and Ms. Lockwood as my witnesses today.
Okay. If y'all will both raise your right hands, please. Each of you solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give today before the court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
We do.
We do. All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Foley.
All right, Your Honor, I'll call Ms. Lockwood as my first witness.
All right, thank you. Go ahead.
Ma'am, would you state your name for the court today?
Molly Lockwood.
And ma'am, would you introduce us to the people on screen with you today?
Okay. This is my husband, Dwayne Lockwood. His first name is Boyce, but he goes by Dwayne. And this handsome guy behind us is Bryson.
Hey, Bryson.
Hi.
And are y'all joining us from your home there in San Angelo today?
Yes, sir.
And today you are here for Bryson, whose current full name is Charles Bryson Albert Levi DeFranco. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. He sounds like an excellent law firm already. And his current date of birth is May 14th, 2010. Is that correct?
No, 5/14.
May 14th.
May 14th.
That's what I said. Okay. May 14th, 2010. Okay. And he was born in Ector County, Texas?
Correct.
Okay. And how long has he been living in your home?
That's correct. 15 months.
Okay. So based on that time, do you believe it is the best thing for Bryson to be adopted into your home?
Absolutely.
All right. And can you tell us why you think so?
We met Bryson when he was a 5-year-old, just about to turn 6, and got so attached to him and loved him as our own and lost track of him, and found him almost 4 years later. And so he remembers us, we remember him, and man, is it love like you wouldn't believe.
All right. And you are willing to take on all the duties and responsibilities of a parent for him, just if he'd been born to you.
Exactly.
Okay. And you are asking for a name change today to Bryson,
Correct.
Levi, DeFranco, Lacroix.
Correct.
All right. Your Honor, I'll pass this witness.
All right, Mr. Holmes, did you have any questions?
Not really, Your Honor. I've talked to the placement for the adoptive parents here now several times and have nothing but good things to say about them. So no questions.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for being here as well. All right, thank you, Mr. Foley. You can proceed with your next witness then.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I'll call Mr. Lacroix today.
All right.
And sir, would you state your name for the court?
Boyce Dwayne Lacroix. I go by Dwayne.
All right. And Dwayne, did you hear your wife's testimony today?
Yes, I did.
Are you in agreement with that testimony?
I better be.
All right.
Yes, sir, I am.
No, that's a great answer. Yes. Do you also agree that this adoption is the best thing for Bryson?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right. Is there anything you'd like to add to why your wife said this is a good fit for him?
He's part of the family. Matter of fact, we just had a family reunion on Saturday, and he was introduced to our family reunion as a new Lacroix. So
He's a
All
keeper.
right.
it wasn't official, it's not official till today, but he's already part of the family. So
And after he met the whole family reunion, does he still want to become part of the family?
I think so.
Okay. Just making sure. All right. And you're also going to take on all the duties and responsibilities of parent for Bryson, just as he'd been born to your family.
Yes, sir.
All right. Your Honor, with that, I'll pass this witness.
All right. Did you have any other witnesses, Mr. Foley?
No, Your Honor. Have any further witnesses? I know we have some other people on the screen who've been involved. I'm sure they could add any other input to best interest if you desired. But with that, we'll rest and ask that you grant the adoption and the name changes. Name change.
Thank you. And Mr. Holmes, my understanding you were consenting and agreeing to the adoption. Is that right?
I am, Your Honor. So no witnesses.
All right, thank you. And Ms. Ward, my understanding the department is also consented. Is that right?
Most definitely, yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Pardon me. All right. The court, after hearing the evidence presented and after taking position as to the court's file as noted earlier, and hearing the evidence, finds that all legal requirements to consummate the adoption have been satisfied. That's in the best interest of the child to grant the adoption and create the parent-child relationship and the name change. And the court will therefore sign an order granting the adoption, creating those relationships, and granting the name change. Ma'am and sir, thank you for everything you've been doing for our boys up to now and everything you'll do for him for the rest of your life. Congratulations and thank you very much.
Congratulations, man.
All right. Thank you. All right. Mr. Foley, I'll get that order signed. Thank you. We'll be adjourned.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.